the assertion that the Trump administration prevented $50 million in funding designated for condoms in Gaza, initially publicized during a White House press conference, has ignited controversy and sparked widespread debate. The claim, first voiced by White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt, lacks verifiable evidence and appears to directly contradict factual data. This assertion, amplified by subsequent media coverage, notably fueled by comments from Fox News pundit Jesse Watters, who suggested the condoms were being used by Hamas to deliver explosives into Israel, has created a significant misinformation campaign. Leavitt attempted to justify President Trump's decision to freeze federal funding by citing purported findings from Elon Musk's newly formed Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, alongside. She claimed these entities discovered an impending disbursement of $50 million of taxpayer money for condoms in Gaza, characterizing it as a preposterous waste of taxpayer money. Despite a lack of supporting evidence and an unanswered request for comment from The Guardian, this claim rapidly disseminated online, largely due to Musk's own promotion of the narrative. The Guardian's reporting, referencing a September report from the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, reveals a starkly different picture. The report explicitly states that none of the $8 million allocated for contraceptive and condom shipments in the past year went to Gaza. Furthermore, the data reveals an absence of condom shipments to any location in the Middle East. The only contraceptive distribution in the region involved a comparatively minuscule $45,680 shipment of oral and injectable contraceptives to the Jordanian government. This discrepancy between the White House's claim and the official U.S. aid report significantly undermines the administration's justification for freezing funds. The unsubstantiated assertion regarding the $50 million for condoms in Gaza stands in. The significant difference between the claimed $50 million and the actual, far smaller, contraceptive disbursement to Jordan only amplifies this discrepancy. The claim's propagation further extended to a statement by State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce on Elon Musk's X platform. Bruce cited condoms as example one of unjustified and non-emergency spending, alleging the blocking of $102 million in funding to a contractor. This contractor was identified as the International Medical Corps, a U.S.-based organization operating 2 field hospitals in Gaza. However, the International Medical Corps issued a categorical denial on its website, affirming that no U.S. government funding was used to procure or distribute condoms. Experts in U.S. aid to Gaza expressed their bewilderment regarding the claim. Steve Fake, a spokesperson for ANURA, a nonprofit collaborating with USAID on a 5-year, $50 million health initiative in Gaza, stated that inquiries yielded no clarification on the source of the $50 million claim. This collective confusion highlights the lack of credible evidence supporting the administration's assertion. The narrative surrounding this alleged $50 million expenditure also overlooks the broader context of U.S. government spend. As noted by Dan Yvonne of the News Literacy Project, this isn't a novel policy initiative under the Biden administration. The Trump administration itself allocated approximately $40 million for global contraceptive distribution in 2019. This historical precedent further weakens the justification for portraying the alleged Gaza Condom funding as an unprecedented and unacceptable use of taxpayer funds. The entire episode underscores a troubling pattern of disseminating unsubstantiated claims, amplified by social media and certain news outlets, without proper fact-checking or verification. The lack of transparency, coupled with contradictory evidence from official sources, raises serious concerns about the integrity of the information presented and the potential for deliberate misinformation to shape public perception. The significant disparity between the initially claimed $50 million and the subsequent, much smaller figure of $45,680 further reinforces the deeply problematic nature of the initial statement and the subsequent media frenzy it engendered. The entire episode serves as a cautionary tale regarding the rapid dissemination of misinformation and the importance of rigorous fact-checking before accepting claims made by government officials, particularly when such claims lack supporting evidence and contradict verifiable data. The deliberate obfuscation of readily available factual data, particularly concerning a relatively insignificant amount of funding for contraceptives compared to other significant budgetary allocations, points to a more significant issue of misinformation and political maneuvering.